Welcome to Paint and Chat. Today I thought we would talk about the conversations that we have with cats while I paint this rock. First thing I'm going to do is just going to do a base white since it's a dark rock. So I've been thinking lately about how much I like to talk to my cats, and you probably talk to your cats too. And back there, that's Charlotte, she's sleeping, and I think cats like it when we talk to them. So I talk to my cats about all kinds of things, like how cute they are. I mean, that's pretty basic one to tell the cat how cute it is. And then I like to talk to the outdoor cats. So the outdoor cats, I want them to really know my voice since I am their primary feeder. I mean, they could be eating someplace else too, and I know they could have different names someplace else. I'd like to ask them if, do they eat anyplace else already today, and what their names are at the other houses. Because, of course, I mean, the cats aren't ever going to answer. It's kind of like asking the cats a bunch of rhetorical questions. But I really like to talk to the cats because I think they like it. Like, when you start talking to a cat, sometimes, like, you can see their ears move, like they're definitely listening. And I think it helps bond with the cats because, I mean, they are animals, but, like, they know that you're talking to them. And sometimes, like, you can even, like, get a cat to come if you call their name. Like, if I were to try to get Violet to come, she might come. Sometimes it works better with sounds. But anyway, that's just one way I like to talk to my cats. I think it helps them to feel loved and helps to bond with them. And you can also tell cats anything you want. Like, if you're having a rough day, you can just tell your cat all about it. Usually they're good listeners. And right now Charlotte's sleeping, or maybe she's awake. She could be fake sleeping. I'm not sure. Just resting over there. But I could tell her everything that's happening. And my desk is right here where I work. So sometimes if she's over there and I start talking to her, she'll actually come over and sit on my desk with me, like, to listen more intently. But really, she probably just wants me to pet her. So, how do you talk to your cats? What kind of conversations do you have with them? I like to ask them if they like their breakfast, which right now we have cats on prescription food. So, some of them don't like the wet food. Fortunately, they're all eating the dry food. And the one that needs the prescription food, she actually likes the wet food. She doesn't always eat a lot of it, but she does eat it. Okay, so now we got some white on there. I think I'm going to just try to do a little sunset with a cat. I haven't painted in a while, so we'll see how this goes. I want to get back into painting and doing these little chats, and I thought just talking about things that cats, or we talk about with our cats, was the easy topic to do while painting. Like, maybe it doesn't take as much focus because I really like cats and talking to them. And I think most people, at least people that, I don't know, I'm not sure what I'm going to say. I don't want to offend anybody, but people really like their cats. I think they really talk to them. I know it's possible to really like cats and not talk to them that much. Like, I think my husband talks to the cats more when he thinks I can't hear him talking to the cats. So that's interesting too. And I definitely got out too much paint for a little rock, but that's okay. Let's see. I think this looks nice. I'm going to try to do the pink all the way around. And I could do more rocks with the same paint, but this is the only rock I have ready and clean. So this will be what it is. Okay, now to make this look more sunsetty, I'm going to add some purple. That purple's kind of dark, but it's kind of blending in with the white I used because the white isn't dry yet. And there's still some pink on the brush. So I think that's helping too. And had the window open today because it's nice. I don't know if you can hear that motorcycle. Like some people on my street have motorcycles. So I'm trying to blend this. So like if my cat was here and awake and like sitting here like watching, I would tell the cat everything that I was doing with this. But she's here, and the other 4 indoor cats, I think they're sleeping somewhere. It took me a while to get set up for this. I think they did not like all the stuff that I was moving around because I was trying to hide the clutter in the background and, that type of thing so that we can just focus on the painting. See, now that's more purple than pink. That's okay. So the thing with painting rocks, like you don't have to be like an expert to do it. I'm definitely not an expert painter. So I'm just trying to thin this out, make it more pinkish with adding some white. So really, I could have a conversation with the camera like as if I'm talking to my cat. But I know you're real people over there. So thank you for watching my videos. You can leave comments about your cats and let me know if you like to talk to yours. There, I think that looks more natural now. The other day when I was outside, sometimes there's like nice sunsets, but I live in a neighborhood, so there's usually like wires and stuff in the way, but still I like to take pictures of them anyway. And then, of course, I'm outside, so I'll be telling the cats out there all about the sunset. And they just watch and they want to be petted or they don't want to be petted. I just hang out with them for a while. And when this is dry, I'll paint the bottom too. And then I'll seal it with some kind of polyurethane stuff so that this can be put outside or just be protected. I actually think this looks pretty good. Sometimes I end up messing with things too much, but I think this is good. And now I'm going to put like a black cat silhouette outline on it. Since this has multiple sides, like I can sit here and see this side. I think I'll put a cat on this side and also put one on that side. I think I'm going to need it to dry a little bit. Okay. All right. There we go. So just think about how much I like my cats and I like talking to them. Cats become your friends. That can be hard to explain to somebody who doesn't have a cat. But cats are friends. They're good listeners and like they purr and stuff. So having conversations with cats is a great thing to do with your cat. Like you're interacting with your cat. Or another thing you can do if like you run out of things to talk about with your cat, just so they hear your voice more, is you can read a book to your cat. If you're reading anyway, just read out loud. Okay, so this is black, so I'm just going to put a little cat here. Sometimes I have trouble with scale, but with art, does it really matter if the scale isn't perfect? Like, it might matter if like you're a famous artist, but I'm just a cat lady that paints. And I do have some of my art on Redbubble, but it turns out I'm not that great at promoting things. I could rather just paint. But I do have a Redbubble store where you can get some of my art on mugs or shirts or as greeting cards. And I think I can hear Charlotte. Can you hear her licking? I don't know why she's looking over there. So one conversation I might have with her is like, "Hey Charlotte, why are you looking over there?" She's actually had a problem with over grooming since actually started, we think, when Buster died or was sick, and that's been a while. It's been over a year since Buster died, and she just kept doing it. So she's missing fur, but um like she's not getting sores or anything. And we mentioned it to the vet, and he didn't really seem that concerned about it. Or maybe that was a different vet. Anyway, so one thing that's happened is my favorite vet that I had for years, this is October, he retired at the end of last December. And I miss him. But there is a new vet there that we've seen a couple times, and we're going to see him next week when we take Nacho in for her checkup. I don't know if that looks like a cat. Looks like a really fat cat. You can't see it though. Try to even it out. But the new vet is young, and I like him so far. He's probably like the youngest age you can be to be a vet. So I hope he works out, because then I won't ever have to go through the process of finding a vet again, because he's significantly younger than me. So as long as he sticks around in this office, there, that looks like a cat now. And maybe I'll just put some edging around it. And when I turn this around to do the other side, you'll be able to see the cat. I'm trying to make it look like it's like sitting in grass. And since the paint wasn't dry, it's kind of coming out more grayish, which I think actually looks pretty nice. And sometimes with these rocks, like I paint them and then we'll take them to the park and just put them, like, we say hiding, but just putting places where people can find them. And sometimes my husband likes them so much that we don't keep them, or we don't give them away. Like I have some over there like that. So maybe you can see that now. That side's done. And I see back here where I missed some of the sunset area, so I'll fill that in too. But I'm going to try to do another cat over here. So I really like painting. And another thing that happened this summer is I got a full-time job again. So I used to have another website. Well, I still have the website. It was not about cats, but a few years ago, it was making enough money that I was able to quit my job. Well, that didn't really work out long term. Google doesn't rank that site high anymore in search results, and now there's AI, so less people visit websites. Anyway, the income dropped enough that I decided I would be happier if I just got a job again. And that process took a while, but I'm very happy to say that I found a job. And that's another reason why there's been less videos coming out, because I had to focus on learning my job and I was able to just relax and um like before it felt like I had to do YouTube videos like to try to make money, which my channel still isn't monetized. So if you could watch the videos like all the way to the end and subscribe, that would really help me get my watch hours up, which I'm not sure if we're even allowed to ask people to watch videos longer. So if you like the video, please keep watching and consider subscribing. I had a few people tell me that they actually like these paint-in chats. I don't know. I know they're not for everybody, and I'm kind of getting off topic, but I'm just kind of rambling, but that's probably what all these videos will turn into. I can just give you updates about my cats. And if you're new here, right now I have 5 indoor cats, and there's 2 outdoor cats that are really not friendly enough to be indoor cats yet. Maybe eventually, but you just don't know. Like, they seem like they're nice. I mean, they're definitely nice with me, but they're definitely considered feeder friendly, which means they're pretty much only friendly with their feeder. There goes Charlotte. I have stuff moved around since she was a little confused about getting out of the room. And now she's down here smelling things that you can't see. So I moved the cat bed that was underneath there so I can move up my carts to do the video. And now she's smelling those. So I really like how this is turning out. So this might end up being one that I end up keeping. And we used to have a black cat outside. His name was Midnight. He's passed on. Excuse me. He's definitely the reason that I like to paint black cats. Like, I think of Midnight when I paint the black ones. So, and sometimes I even paint in like the little ear tip, because he was ear tipped as a outdoor cat. Okay. So here we are. This is looking good over here too. I'll show you in a minute. It's still going to be wet though. And let me know if you like these videos. If you don't like them, you probably haven't made it this far in the video. And just please be nice if you're going to tell me that you don't like it, because I am a real person with real feelings. Okay. I get this black out of here and then try to do just a little bit more. Get some purple. And I don't like to waste paint, so I might have to do another project real quick with the rest of this paint. But I think it will not be on a rock. I think it will be, maybe I'll do a card real quick for somebody. We'll see. But now this isn't quite the same as it was before, so like getting it to blend back in is difficult. And I don't like it like when the white comes through. But I'll have to let this dry for a day or two before I do the bottom, because one time I did the bottom too soon and it smudged, and this paper stuff stuck to it, and it kind of changed the result. Okay, I think this looks good enough. So maybe I can blend this just a tiny bit more. Try to make it look realistic. Add some pink up there. See how sometimes you see sunsets and the purple and pink kind of blend together. Okay. Here comes Charlotte. I know you can't see her, but I'm talking about her. I don't know what she's going to do here. I'm just trying to fill in the little white spot here. Okay, so that's this side, and then I'll try to turn this around so you can see the other side. And there's the cat on that side. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back again soon with another video.